I got a sash when I got voted class clown.
Yeah.
And the CL fell off of it. So it just said ass clown. Perfect. Here we go. We're starting. Perfect. That grandpa laugh. We've done this on the pod, for sure.
Or when grandpa comes. And then it's just powder. Dude,
when grandpa takes a shit. When grandpa has a good hand in poker.
The funniest part about this is you doing it over and over again and get increasingly more red as you do it.
And also the context became more neutral.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be worse as
You're like,
it goes.
grandpa takes a shit.
Grandpa writes a check.
There's a long line at the grocery store and grandpa has to write a check for the exact amount of his groceries. Oh, God.
Welcome to Worthless Clowns. A podcast about how stupid we all are. I'm Brittany Cardwell, Bertones Cardwell on Instagram.
And I'm Ali O'Neill. It's my...
Man, you've been really struggling with this lately.
My Instagram handle is It's Ali O'Neill. And follow the pod. It's Worthless Clowns on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Leave comments. Leave comments that aren't just about our feet. You can keep doing the feet, but do other comments.
Dude, there was one guy.
These are see-through.
There was one guy. I think I said this to you. Oh my God! It's like one of those sweaters that you could see your nipples through.
Yeah, it is. It's like a mesh top. It's like a night shirt for your feet.
It's a night shirt for your feet. There was one guy who commented on our YouTube channel that was like, "When's the redhead gonna get a foot massage?"
And I was like, "I'm asking for the first time."
Yeah. Which it was not the first time that he asked.
No.
But or she, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, if we get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'll get a fucking foot massage, and I'll stand
close
to that.
up.
I don't care. I'll do whatever the people want.
I'll do that too.
Dude, if I can get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and quit my job, I will do whatever you want with my feet.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. I'll do whatever you want with a lot of different body parts, but not all of them.
Okay, where's the line? What about nips?
Depends on what it is.
What do you mean?
Like, if I just press them against a wall with clothes on, yeah, I'll do that.
No. I'm talking about you got to see them.
Oh, probably not on this pod.
Okay, what about like midsection?
Oh, yeah.
Shoulders?
Yeah, I could do my physical therapy exercises on the pod with a tank top showing my upper back.
There you go.
How about that?
What about the top of your...
Ask for that, and then once we get our subscribers,
yeah,
you got it.
We'll do whatever you guys want. We just want to quit our jobs. Dude, I have an update.
Yeah.
I have an update for the pod.
Oh, okay.
I got a lizard tattoo.
Oh my God, I forgot. I knew this.
I got a tattoo of a lizard.
That was true surprise.
Yeah. You forgot about it?
Because I forgot that I saw it yesterday.
Yeah. So
it's great.
Yesterday was Friday the 13th, which for those of you who don't know, a lot of tattoo shops do this like customer appreciation thing where they have like a bunch of flash. And it's just like walk-in only, and you can get whatever you want on the flash, and it's usually like cheaper than a normal tattoo.
And it's only for people who've already been customers?
No.
They get the deal?
No, It's like literally anybody can go in.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Lizzie Cassidy, former guest, went to go get some tattoos at like my favorite tattoo shop in the world, Queen of Crowns Tattoo in Bushwick. Mm-hmm. And I love that place. My tattoo artist there is fucking fantastic, and it's such a good hang.
It looked fun. There's this picture of her sitting at a desk with a cowboy hat on.
Oh yeah,
she looks like she's like a southern like big cheese guy. I don't know if that's meaningful to you or not.
I don't know what a southern big cheese guy means.
You're like a southern guy who has an office. Like you have a ranch. You look like you have a ranch or something. But
yeah. But I do paperwork at the ranch.
Yeah.
I read scientific papers at the ranch. No, but okay. So a part of it, this is confusing for everybody. I didn't mention this part when I was telling this story to everybody, and then they would see pictures and they're like, "Why are you in a cowboy hat?" But since it's like October, there was a special where if you dressed like a cowboy, you got to see like a secret menu of Flash
that
that's you could
cool.
get.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at the secret menu of Flash and I was like, I like the one that I picked. So I dressed like a cowboy for no reason. Me and Lizzie both dressed like cowboys.
What was in the secret menu? Was there anything like really crazy? Or
No, it was just like smaller little things. And when I got there, I thought I had to choose between the Flash that I had already chosen or the secret menu. But I realized after I started getting tattooed that you can do both. I could have gotten 2 tattoos.
Oh.
And one of them would have been like $17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And which I should have done because it was just like tiny things. And some of them I liked. They were like little flames and a little knife and whatever. And I have like small
little
spots.
motorcycle horse in there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And I have like small spots in my sleeve that I could have filled in, but whatever. And anyway, so me and Lizzie dressed as like cowboys and showed up, and then our tattoo artist Will Hunter, who's like fantastic, we come in and he's like, "Oh shit, oh shit." Look, and I'm like, Lizzie's here too, and he's like, "Oh!" He was like so excited to see us, and I'm like,
I love that.
Yeah, I know.
I
love
like, when you think someone is just a service person for you, but then you realize they truly like you.
Yes, that's the other thing because he's done so much work on me. I've probably spent like 20 hours with him in total, so I know him very well. And he's one of those tattoo artists who like talks to you the entire time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so like we've talked a lot,
and you get like deep. It's not surface stuff. It's it's like real.
Dude, I remember I was getting tattooed by him and I was talking about my dead mom the entire time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was crazy. And so, anyway, he was very excited to see us. He didn't tattoo me. Somebody else did. And for some reason, we started talking about piss. I don't know why we were talking about piss.
You don't know why? I just feel like it's part of you.
I know.
It comes up on this pod all the time.
Always talk about piss.
I don't know why, but we were talking about vomit and bugs and worms. I don't know why.
I don't know who it was, but somebody started talking about piss.
Yeah.
We were talking about how like in the 1800s, like medicine could be anything, and like it was like, you fucking. You're sick. Maybe you jerked off too much. Here, why don't you bleed a little bit? That'll help. And so then we started like
bleed
riffing.
And let out the spirits in your blood.
Yeah, exactly. And we started riffing about that. And then my tattoo artist, he was like, "Yeah, just piss on it." And then he finished my tattoo right then. He's like, "There you go. There's a little dragon." Which I went up to the front desk. And I was like, "Yeah, I want the lizard." And she's like, "The dragon?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah."
But wait. What about the significance of the lizard?
Oh yeah, hold on, I'll get there once I tell this piss story. So anyway, here's your little dragon. You gotta figure out a name for it. And then Lizzie was in the corner. She was like, "Piss the magic dragon," and then everybody cracked up. Anyway,
the way she would say that would be so good too.
Yeah, "Piss the magic dragon," and then she's dressed as a cowboy.
Yeah.
And then so the significance of the lizard is if you are a long.
I'm gonna cry hearing this. I'm gonna cry.
If you're a long time listener.
Grandpa cries. It's the word association thing, but now it's with this.
I know. It's the stupidest riff that we keep bringing back, dude.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, so the lizard tattoo.
So, if you're a long-time listener, also, people are going to be like, "This is insane that you got a tattoo for your podcast," but I have a bunch of stupid tattoos, and I'm going to get a bunch more, so I don't fucking care.
It would be weird if I did it because I have no tattoos.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be weird. It just would be surprising and like... I'd be like,
okay.
I'm this now.
Yeah.
I have this.
You're like, I'm a podcast person now.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if you are a longtime listener, you know that our first episode is called Trust in Your Ability to Identify a Lizard. And the story is that Brittany called something a gecko or a lizard or whatever. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a lizard. And she's like, "Yeah, but like, I don't know." And I'm like, Brittany.
Wait, I was pretty sure it was a lizard, but then I second guessed myself immediately.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I was like, or maybe a gecko. Maybe
it could be something else. Like you were waiting for me to be like, actually.
Yeah.
And
I needed reassurance that it was a lizard immediately. Like you should have been like, "Yeah, it is a lizard."
I know. Yeah, I'll remember that in the future so we can continue to be friends.
Yeah.
But so Brittany and I have created this mantra between the two of us, which is trust in your ability to identify a lizard.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much like you gotta believe in your
You gotta
brain.
listen to yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta pick up on your intuition and stuff.
Yeah, like trust your gut. That's kind of what it means. Yeah. And so now I have a fucking lizard tattoo.
And the pod better continue.
I know, dude. What if it ends tomorrow and then I just have this
tomorrow?
stupid fucking tattoo?
Yeah. Did you
man.
tell the story to the tattoo artist?
No, it didn't take that long. It was like pretty quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. Right now it looks like shit if you're looking at it.
I like it. I like how twisty his tail is.
Yeah, well, it looks bad because I have I have like the fake skin on it, and all of the ink is like coming out, and it's just like full of ink and plasma and shit. But once I take this off, it'll look good. Yeah. But I have like a couple of days because I literally got it yesterday. I have a couple of days before it comes off. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty sick. It's a little dragon, dude. I'm fucking hyped about it. And it was just on the flash.
Yeah.
It was between this.
That's perfect.
It was between this or a rose, or there was one that I like. Okay, also there was a gun. It was a revolver, and I loved it. But I'm like, I'm not getting a tattoo of a gun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Because I'm not a fucking Republican.
Yeah.
But like, I loved the gun, and then there was another one. I was like, maybe I would get this one, and it was a skull with a cowboy hat on with arrows going through its head.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, it's cool, but it's kind of not like me.
Yeah. You're wearing a cowboy hat as you're like, this isn't me.
I know.
I could see it.
But it's like, I think it doesn't, it feels like,
you know what I felt like? Actually, they don't really fit. It doesn't really fit.
Most of the things I have
kind of fits with the horse.
Well, I think most of the things I have are weirdly religious or naturey. And that was more like, it was a little bit too goth almost. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Maybe if it was a skull with a tree that fell on the skull and crushed it, then it would fit. It would fit really well with your other stuff.
And then my brother dies in that same accident.
Yeah.
My brother gets his fucking dreadlocks. Yeah. My brother gets his fucking dreadlocks caught in a chainsaw, and then I have to fucking sell the house.
When I was considering getting a lizard tattoo, and I may still get one eventually, it might take me years, but I might do it. I wanted to get a badly drawn lizard. Remember all those bad drawings I sent you?
It's always a good idea to get a tattoo that looks like shit.
Yeah. That looks like a...
Brittany.
It looks like a promise to a child who's dying.
Yeah.
I'll get whatever tattoo you want, and they draw it, and you put...
And then you're like, fuck, this kid better die soon.
But I just love badly drawn stuff. I think it's so funny. Like, every time.
That's actually a style of tattooing. It's called ignorant.
Yeah.
It's literally called ignorant tattooing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you look it up, and then it looks like people... Oh, like, you know Pete Davidson's tattoos? Ignorant tattoos. They are just like tattoos that look... It's like kind of a... It's kind of like a...
It just looks like a...
They like just
person
look
practicing
bad.
Or something?
Yeah, it's like this.
Yeah, I like that tattoo.
They're like...
That's your tattoo, but bad.
Yeah, it is.
It has the same twisty tail and everything.
Yeah, it's like shit like that. And it's it's kind of like tongue in cheek, and I like understand what people are doing, but I don't like the way I want, personally, and this is crazy, I want tattoos to look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so people have like ignorant style tattoos, and I'm like, okay.
If I got...
It's also just a trend, you know what I mean?
If I got a badly drawn lizard, I don't think it's the same as that exactly. Because it was like a kid just stenciled it out.
Yeah. That was like, that would look better.
That looks better than what I want.
Yeah.
If I got a badly drawn lizard, I think it would be really small.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like tiny.
Get it tiny.
Yeah.
And you could get it on like your ankle or something. Like, that was another thing with like the flash, is I was like, if I get something, the placement that I'm getting it's going to be like on my arm, like on the front, like somewhere that I have to look at it all the time. So I want to like really love it. Like, this is prime real estate.
Oh, they only
for a
give
tattoo.
you certain locations for flash tattoos?
No, you can only do it on your arms or legs, but like the way that I'm trying to build out my sleeve, I was like, well, I'm going to get something on the lower half of my arm.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm like the skull with the cowboy hat and the arrows, I was like, this, like, if I am doing something that's prime real estate that I have to look at all the time, I want it to be like something custom to me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Totally. Yeah.
Anyway, that was a really boring conversation about my fucking tattoos, but which nobody really
I don't know. I think
about.
there's a lot of imagery in this conversation.
Oh, there's a lot of people who are falling asleep are picturing it in their minds.
And everyone's like surprised by the imagery that they make up in their minds.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you make stuff up and you're like, wow, I did that.
Wow. I really did do that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wake up from a cool dream and you're like, I thought all of that. I thought it all up.
That's how I felt when I mistaked Dennis Rodman for Michael Jordan. Wait, who was in Space Jam? Who was the
Jordan?
Jordan, yeah.
Are you doing it again in real life?
I know. God, Ali, get it together. Try to be a fucking ally for once.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, here are my updates.
Yeah.
Well, I was just at brunch with the guy I've been seeing, and I thought of one of those frog memes that I sent to our frog. We have a frog group chat. Me, Ali, and Eitan Levine, also former guests.
Yep.
Where all we do is send frog memes to each other. We don't talk.
Yeah.
We just send frog memes.
I know. Yeah, we don't even talk. We
never ask each other how we're doing.
No. We're just like, here's another picture of a frog. Also, the arc of frog memes and how you feel about them has been fascinating.
Yeah, it's really.
You're like,
my God.
I don't get it.
The other day, this is a separate story, but the other day I was at a show. I was doing Rose's R&R, and didn't do very well, but there was this mirror that had a frog. It was like a Budweiser mirror with this big frog on it.
I really like that.
I'm going to post a picture of it. I loved that mirror. And then I was like, oh man, Instagram has made me like frog stuff in real life now. It's like actually changing my real world behavior.
Whoa.
I like frog stuff now.
Yeah.
It's that easy. Anyway, I was at brunch and something reminded me of that one frog thing I sent the group where it was like a bunch of little frogs like strategically placed on your palm, where they're all, it's like 5 on the bottom, like the very top of your palm.
Yeah.
And then 5 like on the tips of your fingers.
They looked like infinity stones.
It just it looks so comforting. It looks relaxing.
Oh yeah, and then
I had said like this would feel good. And the guy that I've been seeing, I thought of that for some reason. Like something about our conversation reminded me of a thing that would feel like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on, let me know what you think about whether this would feel good.
And what did he say?
Well, before I even pulled up the frog picture, he was like, you think in a really different way, huh?
And also, I coming from him, that's hilarious.
Yeah. And then I pulled it up and he wasn't like super on board. But,
well, maybe he has to get into frog memes.
You know, some people think that frog thing would feel good and some people don't think it would feel good.
And the people,
like it's a common.
The people who think it would feel, yeah, I know. It's like either you like cilantro or it tastes like soap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am starting to have doubts about this guy because if he doesn't think that would feel good, how are you guys going to get along long term? I thought he was going to
be so into that feeling
I know,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I can
now
also...
I got to rethink the whole thing.
Yeah. I could also see him being like just not getting it. Like
I think he got it.
I think I could see him doing something that you do where you think about it way too hard until it doesn't make sense anymore. Yeah. Because you love to do that. You're like, is this important to me?
That's all I do is I think for too long about something. And then
until it becomes so abstract.
I know. Yeah. And then I end up being like, man, I did that for 2 hours. Yeah. I wasted so much time like thinking of every possibility.
Yeah.
And I'm exhausted.
Researching autism because I watched Love on the Spectrum.
Because I texted that friend and it was, I don't know if we did this story.
No, we definitely did.
We did. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Here's another little update.
Oh, yeah?
Now we got this little bit. It started today. We keep talking about playing catch.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like the idea of playing catch. That also feels good. It's so satisfying. But I never think to play catch.
Yeah.
But it feels so good every time you get it, you know?
Dude, what about fucking frisbeeing? Playing frisbee?
Yeah. It's not exactly the same.
I love playing
I feel like
frisbee.
Playing catch in a living room is like a hang.
Oh, like
I guess because my brothers and I used to do it a lot.
low toss of a soft ball. Sorry,
and
I dropped my jewel.
You're kind of just chatting and stuff.
Yeah.
So I brought the ball to brunch, and then we were playing catch at brunch. Here it is. Oh, it feels good, huh? And then we're like, wouldn't it be funny if we just became this?
Wait, you're doing that in a fucking restaurant?
Well, we did it under the table. We didn't make a big scene.
You guys are fucking autistic.
Some
Holy
people,
shit.
like, touch each other under the table, and we're just throwing a ball around.
Fuck. Dude, I almost got it.
We were like, what if we became this couple that Every time we went somewhere, like we're at a show or whatever.
I have no idea where that went.
I'll find it after. We're just like playing catch with each other, and we're this like annoying like couple, that plays
where they're
catch.
Like, there's Brittany and this guy always playing catch.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, where did it go?
I know.
I'm gonna be like a dog now that can't focus because I'm like, where's the ball? Where's my ball?
I know. The rest of the pod is just that.
I actually felt that way when we left the restaurant. I was like looking around to make sure I grabbed all my stuff.
Yeah.
And I walked away and then I was like looking back for the ball.
Yeah.
Like, I was really worried about leaving it there.
It's so funny that you just had it and you were like, let's bring it to brunch.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
well,
so funny.
we initially were going to go on a walk in the park and we're like, oh, we should play catch in the park.
Yeah, but it's so
And
rainy.
then it was too rainy, so we played catch at brunch.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something stupid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so last night I was FaceTiming Dave.
Yeah.
And because he's in Columbus doing like hen lighting spots.
Oh, Ohio. We were in Cleveland and
I
we
know.
hated it.
And then he's like, I'm
Columbus
excited.
must be
It must be worse.
It's
I know.
smaller, right? I've been there once. My brother used to live there.
I don't think I've ever been there, but he was like, dude, it fucking sucks here.
Ugh.
And I'm like, yeah.
Columbus can suck my entire eggs.
I know. And so, you know, I think they're called Mimojis, where you like make a version of your face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like, this is mine, right? It looks like me.
Yep. Oh.
And so like, Dave has a beard, but he made his before he like had a beard. And we were like FaceTiming and he put it on and this is it. And he looks like Rachel Maddow.
He really does.
He looks like
same smile and everything.
He looks like
his hair does not look like this.
I know.
That looks like really styled Rachel Maddow.
Yeah, I know.
Hair.
I know. And I'm like, bro, it looks like fucking Rachel Maddow. And he's like, no, I think that looks how I used to look. And I'm like, no, you didn't look like a big lesbian. Like when you didn't have a beard. And
I've
he's like,
seen a no beard picture of him somewhere, and he doesn't look like that.
no,
at
he
all.
doesn't look like Rachel Maddow.
I don't know who he
so
looks
strange.
like, but
yeah. And so then we started. Like I put mine on, and then I had just gotten out of the shower, so I like put my like big head on, and then I like took my tits out. So it was like a naked picture of me with this big cartoon head. And then I was like, dude, you should put on the Rachel Maddow head and then take your dick out. So then I have a bunch of screenshots in my phone of him with his dick out with a big Rachel Maddow cartoon head on. It's so funny. Oh my God. It's so funny.
Man, that's so good.
Yeah. And then we just like kept playing with it. It was so stupid.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like, oh, this
Here.
is my icon or whatever.
I'll show you the picture of like my dumb tits. Hold on. I'm not gonna show you okay, here we go.
Oh wait, no, I've Zoomed with somebody and they did this.
Yeah.
Also, those are my tits, Allie.
Yeah, we have the same
That's
tits.
crazy.
Like,
that looks like a picture of me.
Yeah. You're like, give me my tits back.
Yeah.
We have the same tits.
So weird.
Anyway, so that was my stupid story.
I feel like there's something we should be able to do with pictures of our tits. Just for fun.
Well, on the Patreon, we could put those pictures of us.
Yeah. It's all sexual on our Patreon.
Dude, you know what we should do?
For the pod.
We should get different pictures of our tits and then start a poll and be like, if you correctly guess whose tits are whose.
Yeah.
Then
you know what?
Get a free koozie.
Okay, I think it should be like a pile of like hundreds of our tits scrambled, right? In an image.
Yeah.
And they have to move all of mine to one side and all of yours to another.
Yeah.
And if you get like a high proportion, if you're like the closest to being 100%, then I don't know what happens.
You get a koozie.
We'll think of something good. Yeah, you get a koozie.
Also, we're actually going to do koozies.
A koozie of all the tits.
Yeah. It has my tits on one side and your tits on the other.
Yeah.
The way we take pictures of our tits, we're going to have to be really careful because I have tattoos and I have like big shoulder tattoos. So I'm going to have to like really figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got a lot of moles, so.
I also have a lot of identifiable moles.
Yeah.
Like on my neck and shit.
Oh, same. We do both have a lot of neck moles.
Yeah.
Did people make fun of you for them?
No.
Kids made fun of me for them when I was
You got a bunch of moles on your
school.
neck.
Well, because mine kind of hang off.
Mine also hang off. Look at this one.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
It's just like we got too many similar things.
Yeah. You don't have this one though.
Yeah, but I got this guy.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Pretty
But that one's
close.
not that dark. You know what I mean?
You know why it's not dark?
Why?
Because probably like 15 hairs grow out of it every month, and I'm constantly plucking it, and I think that takes the like
some of the skin away with
yes.
it.
I think it would be darker.
You're reducing,
but it's always recovering from being plucked.
Yeah. You're reducing the amount by microscopic amounts, like every day.
Yeah, I pluck something out of it every day, pretty much.
Yeah.
So maybe there's 30.
This one too. Yeah,
it's awful.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You got a stupid story for us?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm fucking sweating over you.
Oh, yeah? I'm in a sweater. I feel pretty good.
Oh, boy. I'm having a hot flash. That's how my mom used to be. She'd be like, I'm having a fucking hot flash.
Yeah. I used to work with these old ladies. At
the bead store?
Yeah, but I also worked with old ladies when I made sandwiches at like 5 a.m. at when I was going to university. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm British.
Yeah,
when I was going to uni. This isn't my stupid story. I just remember these old ladies like having hot flashes all the time and walking into the big coolers.
Dude, I used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to do that when I worked in a restaurant because I would sweat all the time.
Yeah.
And so then I'd just go stand in the walk-in fridge and cry.
Man. They should, and listen to Tyler Childers.
Yeah.
Am I me? You're the same.
Am I me? And I'm just like, yeah. There's an entire pig head in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh.
My story is from high school. You were the class clown, right? We talked about this?
Yeah, I was a class clown, most outgoing and most theatrical.
Most outgoing?
Yeah.
Wow, you got 3?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
I didn't even think they really let people get 3.
They let me get 3.
Remember they used to have a best smile?
Yeah.
It seems wrong.
Or like best dressed.
Best smile was just like prettiest.
Yeah, that's
pretty
true.
much. Yeah.
I was just dressed, super loud and annoying, and so I got all 3 of those.
Theatrical.
Most theatrical.
That's such a weird category.
I know. Yeah.
Those are really unusual categories.
I know.
Wait, what was the second one? Most relatable or something?
No, not most relatable.
Not relatable.
No, I was most theatrical, most outgoing, and class clown.
Oh, outgoing.
Yeah, and then everybody called me ass clown for the rest of the year.
Well, that's funny because I got a sash when I got voted class clown.
Yeah.
And the CL fell off of it. So it just said ass clown. I was walking around like that. And I liked it better.
Dude, ass clown should have been the name of this pod.
Ass clown. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I got voted class clown. And the way it happened, because I was like a pretty good student most of the time. Mm-hmm. I didn't really act out a lot. Act out. Like, it's like I'm a young child.
Well, here's the thing. When I was younger, I would get in trouble all the time because I was like disruptive. But then as I got older, like in middle school, I would always get in trouble. But like as I got older, I started to figure out how to be funny and like annoying in class, but also get the teacher to like me enough that they let me do that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I would be like, I would act out a lot, but I would get away with it because the teachers liked me.
Yeah. Well, I guess I did some stuff, but I was mostly like pretty serious and like would say, I don't know. Looking back though, because someone else told me, someone from high school I met up with over Christmas was like, no, you were always doing weird stuff. I just like forgot, I guess.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like,
you were playing brunch ball. Brunch ball with your boy toy.
Yeah. So anyway, in middle school, I decided to pull a prank. High school, I decided to pull a prank during Spanish class. Mm-hmm. My Spanish teacher was crazy too. He was like obsessed with Shakira. Like really obsessed with it. There were Shakira posters all over the classroom. He loved Shakira and Spider-Man. He would like, which is just 14? A weird combo.
Was he a 14-year-old boy?
He would like try and teach us Spanish lessons, and he'd have dolls. He had definitely a Spider-Man doll. I don't think he had a Shakira doll. It doesn't seem like they would have that. But he had all these dolls, and he would like speak to each other in Spanish and just play dolls.
That's so funny.
In front of us.
Oh my
Senior
God.
B. Mr. Burkhalter. But he was like, call me Senior B.
Senor B.
He said senior.
Senior?
He's a Spanish
and he was
teacher.
a fucking Spanish
Senior
teacher?
B.
Jesus Christ.
My Spanish name I chose for myself was Guadalupe Mariana. Yep. Anyway.
Guadalupe Mariana?
Yeah.
That's so insane.
I don't know why I chose that.
That's so insane, Brittany.
So he was
Why
obsessed
did you have
with
2 names?
I don't know.
Was it your first and last?
I think I liked a lot of the names. So I just was like, I'll just do 2. Like it was my middle name or
That's
something.
so funny.
Yeah. I decided to pull a prank on him for some reason. I guess because he was such a weird guy. Also, I knew that he wouldn't do anything. I did act out in his class.
Yeah, like he wouldn't get you in trouble.
No.
Yeah.
I knew that I had the power with that guy. Like, me and one of my friends who was in class with me, we used to we were goofing up. Like he'd be lecturing and we would just be, you know, when you plug your ears over and over and it makes the world sound weird.
Yeah, and it's like
it's like fun, and especially if someone's talking while you're doing it, you like only hear aspects of it.
Yeah.
We would just do that while he lectured, and he'd see us like we're like
poking at your head
and poking our ears over and over.
Yeah.
And he would like get mad, but he never did anything.
Yeah.
So I think that made me go, oh, I could like prank this guy. And it'll be fine. So a week before the prank, I told everybody to make like 100 paper airplanes.
Each?
I mean, I knew nobody would make that many.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll over ask.
Yeah, it's like when you tell comics we're going to hang out at 3.
Yes.
So they can get there by 4.
You know it's 5.
Yeah.
So I asked everybody to do that. Some people did it. Most people didn't do anything. But I made like probably 400 paper airplanes. And I had them. I don't know how
that's insane.
I don't know how I brought them in without him noticing something weird was going on.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to have a huge trash bag.
They were in trash bags.
Yeah, how did you get that?
I don't know how I got them in without him being like, what's going on with this?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was all aloof, you know. He's just listening to Shakira.
He's too busy thinking about Shakira and Spider-Man.
Yeah. And the conversation they're going to have in class today. So I brought in these bags, and then that day he was like, oh, we're watching a movie, which was a disappointment because I was like, this isn't going to have a big effect.
Because the lights are going to be off.
Lights are off. He's not lecturing or whatever. Why do I call it lecturing? It's not right to say that.
You keep saying university and lecturing.
I know. What is it called? Teaching. Just teaching. He wasn't like up there teaching. He was just at his desk while we're watching a movie. So I was pretty disappointed, but I was like, this is the day I'm pulling the prank, and it's all planned out.
Yeah.
And I brought in all these planes, so it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I had told everyone the code, the word to start throwing airplanes. That was the plan. Is like, we would just start throwing them nonstop.
It's like a food fight.
Yes,
but
exactly.
with a paper airplane.
It's just like a cloud of airplanes in the classroom.
Yeah.
And I told everybody the word to go ahead was going to be Hoochie Mama, which is from Seinfeld. There's like some code word.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that episode was. So in the middle, I was so disappointed that we were watching a movie, but in the middle of it, no, towards the end of the class, I guess, I yelled it out. I stood up, I yelled it out, and then we all started, everyone did it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We did it for a while, and he got up and started just walking around the class and being like, oh. Like he didn't know how to process it. He was just walking around in circles, like looking up with his hands up, and he's like not speaking.
Yeah.
Really. He's just like processing what's going on.
Yeah.
I guess. And then the bell rang and everyone stood up to leave. And as we left, all he did was he was like, oh, okay, well, everyone just pick up some airplanes on your way out. Like it was planned.
He truly
and
had
he just
no
wanted
idea.
us to clean up after ourselves.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny.
He didn't know what to do.
But that is like a good harmless prank.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Where it's like, it's not really making a mess.
No.
And it's like, it is funny.
Yeah, it was fun. And then I think the only reason I got class clown was because one of the people from the school newspaper knew I was going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he took a picture from outside of the classroom
really?
As it was happening. It's a really bad picture. You can't tell what's going on at all.
Yeah.
It's like dark and fuzzy, and you can just see a couple like airplanes.
Yeah.
And it was in the school newspaper.
Whoa.
So,
I'd love to get that picture.
Yeah, I wish I could get that. I wonder if they have it somewhere. But so I think that's the only reason like I was like prominent in people's minds when they voted.
Yeah.
But I think otherwise it would have been someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. That same teacher, like when one of my friends was telling me, one of the people from high school I saw who was like, no, you were always doing weird stuff. He was like, remember you brought Senior B a poster of Queen Latifah?
Yeah, and said it was signed.
And I signed it and I told him it was from Queen Latifah.
Why Queen Latifah?
I think I just got it for free somewhere.
Mm.
And then I guess he hung it up. I don't really remember this. But I think my friend was telling me, no, he hung it up and he would tell everybody who came in. that like I got him a signed Queen Latifah poster.
Which is so random. It's so random and weird.
Yeah.
And he's like proud of it and it's fake.
I don't know if I ever told him it was fake.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Should we get into
Yes.
our little postie? Oh, sorry if our energy is off today, guys.
Yeah.
It's 2:15.
It's 2:15. We're not used to this.
And we're not. This is early.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I told you, I fell asleep with my contacts in last night.
Oh, yeah. You got the crusties.
Dude, the amount of eye crust that came off my eyeballs when I woke up this morning was insane.
I used to fall asleep with them in all the time, and my eyes would be like not fully crusted shut, but it would be like
hard to open.
a little bit. Yeah.
God, it was disgusting.
Oh, and then it's like it really gets to be like there's mucus in there.
Yes.
Like your boogers are in your eyes.
Yeah, like you open your eyes and there's like you see strings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because your body's like, we got to get rid of this.
Yeah.
This is garbage in our eyes.
Your body probably views it as like an infection.
Yeah, an intrusion. Like
an intrusion.
You know when they think of it as an intruder and then the white cells come out and you find or whatever.
God, it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Look at us talking about boogers again.
Yeah. Yeah. Energy's off. Let's talk about body stuff.
Yeah, body horror shit.
All right. Here's our little postie from an internet user.
Where we think they did something stupid.
Something dumb's going on here. My 26 male. Oh, he's 26 male.
I'm so sorry. I have to interrupt. I just noticed that the name of the brand of this mic is Pig Hog. It says it like here.
Oh, I love that.
Pig Hog. Hell yeah. Anyway, sorry. There's great equipment
it's like when
down
somebody's
here.
like, I'm going to get a coffee drink.
Yeah, I know. There's great equipment down here at the My Friend's Basement studio.
Yeah. Yeah, Connor's clapping. He's like, finally. It's your like 45th episode and you never said the name of the studio. That's true. We haven't.
Yeah.
We're just like, look up Connor and Maxim. We won't give you their last names.
Yeah,
we'll make it really hard for you to find any information about the studio that we want to do well.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, my 26 male girlfriend, Sam, 25 female, lost a close childhood friend about 8 months ago. They'd known each other since they were 3. Sam was obviously very devastated by her friend's passing. She's done a couple of things to honor her friend, like wearing earrings she made and a locket with pictures of them. She's also planning on getting a tattoo with her friend's older sister in her memory. Because she wears these things, people ask where they came from, and she explains about her friend. I've noticed she switches tenses quite a bit when speaking. And I can't hold it in, and I'm gonna say something.
Oh, no. This is you being like, you don't feel sick?
Yeah. She'll often say one thing in the past and another in the present. This is strange. Sam has a master's degree in English and is typically very well spoken. Speaking with proper grammar is important to me, but it's more important to me than your dead friend is to you. Mm-hmm. That's what he's about to say, probably. But I have refrained from saying anything because I don't want to upset Sam. A few days ago, Sam was talking about her tattoo plans with a friend, and she mentioned they were going to get a tattoo on a certain date because her birthday is that date.
Oh, this guy cares about grammar?
Yeah.
You could have been like, they're going to get their tattoo on what would have been her birthday.
Yeah. Instead, he made it complicated. He was like, her birthday is, parentheses, date.
Yeah.
I said was, not is. And she turned to me confused. I said, you said is, I think you meant was.
I don't want you to forget that your friend is dead.
Remember, she died and it was horrific because she was young? And you guys knew each other well and you really related to her and that's why it's sad for you.
And she had a
She
lot.
was your friend.
Yeah. She had a lot of birthdays left, but not anymore because she's all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember how she was someone you confided in?
Hey, remember how she was alive?
Yeah. Remember how she was gonna get you a present, but then I don't know, that's not good. Cut.
Grandpa's like,
I was also trying to think of a way to fit Grandpa in there, and I was like, I think this is too much.
Yeah.
Our best lines in this pod
remember how
have been
Grandpa was alive? Grandpa dies. There we go. There it is. There it is.
That's
we
the
got
final one.
Yeah.
That's the final one. She brushed it off and went back to chatting with her friend. After we left, Sam got quite upset with me. She said she didn't understand why I felt the need to correct her, and I pointed out that she wasn't using proper grammar, and she often doesn't while talking about her friend.
When talking about her very, very dead friend.
I know this is not related, but everything reminds me of this, like that one Tim Robinson sketch where he's at the haunted house tour.
Oh,
the ghost tour.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just saying that that you know, and then he's like, somewhere our wires got crossed.
Yeah.
Because you're saying I can say there's a horse cock shooting cum, and then I say there's a horse cock, and you're saying
you get all mad at me. You know what Tim Robinson's sketch is actually like? Where he's like, I used to be a piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
And then people are like, you're a piece of shit, and he's like, I said was.
This baby knows I used to be a piece of shit. No, slick back.
It's slick back, not push back.
Push back. She said she didn't understand why I felt the need to correct her, and I pointed out she wasn't using proper grammar, and she often doesn't while talking about her friend. She said that since she'd known this friend nearly her whole life, getting used to speaking about her in the past tense is difficult. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
She also said she realizes when she does it, but doesn't want to correct herself because it makes the conversation feel awkward and sad. Okay.
That's very true.
Yes.
Dude, when I, people will be like, oh, you have red hair? And I'm like, yeah, my mom had red hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I'll be like, no, my mom has red hair.
Yeah.
So they won't be like, had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to tell a stranger that I have a dead mom and then I have to deal with their feelings about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel like I've heard you do that before.
Yeah.
I pointed out that she's talking about her late friend. And in my mind, I was like, had. God, my friend's embarrassing.
Doesn't she know her mom is dead?
Now everyone's getting inaccurate information.
Yeah. Now everybody thinks Allie's mom is alive, and I have to stop it.
I write everybody a little message afterwards. I'm like, just so you know.
Yeah, we leave the bar, and then you're like, oh, I forgot something. Can you wait out here? And then you go back to the person. You're like, I need you to know.
I whisper to every single person.
I need you to know
her
mom had red hair.
Yeah.
Because she's dead now. Anyway, bye.
You get it, right? Okay. Thanks again.
And I'm like, did you get your thing? And you're like, yeah. And then we just ride home together.
I pointed out that she's talking about her late friend, so the conversation's already awkward and sad. At this, she lost her temper and left to stay with a friend. I called her several times, but she ignored me, and her friend texted calling me a jackass. I don't understand why she could be so upset about me wanting her to speak properly. But I thought I would just bring this here in case I'm missing something.
Yeah.
Man, he's really not aware. He just explained exactly what her reasoning was, and he's like, I don't really get how it could possibly be upsetting.
It's already upsetting.
Even though he wrote exactly why she's upset
Yeah. It's
in the
so
post.
strange. Yeah. God.
Yeah. Man, what's with these guys who are like stuck on women's grammar? We see a lot of posts like this.
I know.
So many.
It's like you.
They're like embarrassed.
Yeah. It's like me calling you up and being like, Brittany. My dad hung himself. And you're like, hanged! Hanged!
Yeah.
The proper terminology is hanged. God, Allie. You can call me back when you know how to fucking talk.
Yeah, it is like that. Man.
Bro, there's chunks in this coconut water. Oh, with pulp.
Yeah. I know. I was drinking earlier and I was like, they're going to hear me chewing on this
I keep getting chunks, bro.
Maybe this guy should, like with the other grammar post we had, maybe he should make 8 different Reddit accounts and correct her grammar on Reddit.
Yeah.
Until she's upset about another thing in her life.
Yeah, he's actually trying to help
And then her friend's dead and she's getting bullied.
But she forgets her friend is dead because she's getting bullied.
True. She's too distracted.
He's really trying to help her out, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like, what, you want a dead friend and to talk stupid?
Yeah. It's like also, he's like, it's strange. She has a master's degree in English. Like he thinks that she's not living up to her potential.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Oh my God. Sorry, I'm chewing in the mic.
No,
I'm getting
right.
all these chunks. Can you hear it?
This person says, you're the asshole and you're factually in the wrong. The friend's birthday will always be on that date. Now this person's doing it to him.
Yeah. This is the cycle of
now
abuse.
It's like another logic person who's just like, it's not about the emotion of what happened to the woman.
Yeah, it's that she's actually correct.
Yeah, the phrasing and whether it makes logical sense.
Yeah. Dude, this is the cycle of abuse.
Yeah. So you were both insensitive and incorrect with your correction. Yeah, and then another person wrote the same thing. You're wrong. The day will always be their friend's birthday.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I love how this woman always has shooters out there.
This person said, she's not writing an academic paper. She's talking about someone she loved and lost. It's normal for people to struggle with tenses when they are in denial or shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or also not even denial or shock.
It's just not what it's about.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, if there was somebody who was dead and I was like, oh, she loves horses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Also, here's the thing. When somebody dies, like, they're still, that's how you keep them alive, is by, like, talking about them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I don't think that there's a big deal if you're like, oh, my mom has a Betty Boop tattoo, which she technically does. It's just in an urn.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just all crispy in an urn.
It's just all mixed up now.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
Like our boobs in the thing we're going to put together
like
for
our
you guys.
Boobs.
Yeah.
Yep, my dead mom's Betty Boop tattoo is mixed up just like our boobs.
Yeah. Yeah. And like when in our boobs post, it's going to say in loving memory of your mom.
In loving memory of Ellen O'Neill. And it's a bunch of pictures of our tits.
That is a good koozie. That's such a good koozie.